WNBA, what do I always say? The gift that keeps on giving. And if there's anybody who is welcome to chime in and blast Kathy Engelbert and blast the WNBA for...
Okay, get this. Some absolutely shocking news just dropped that has completely rocked the WNBA world. The face of women's basketball right now, Caitlin Clark, is making headlines, but this time it's not on the court. Nope, she's stepping onto a golf course.
Players that, well, fans have just kind of wanted gone for non-basketball reasons, but obviously this is the tournament Caitlin Clark's playing in, the golf tournament. So as you guys can see, Lexie Hull is in fact a guest caddy at this golf tournament, and Sophie Cunningham.
And she's not just messing around at a local putt-putt. She's joining Sophie Cunningham and Lexie Hull at the prestigious LPGA Amundi Evian Championship Pro-Am. That's right, the LPGA. And honestly, the WNBA is in full-blown panic mode. Fans are going wild, calling this the biggest crossover in sports history.
On the golf course at Annika LPGA Pro-Am. So here it says, two Fever teammates to caddy at the Annika Pro-Am, highlighted by Caitlin Clark's return. Caitlin Clark will again tee it up with Nelly Korda, joined this year by Fever teammates Lexie Hull and Sophie Cunningham as celebrity caddies. This is an article written by Scott Agnes.
Because let's be real, this isn't just a casual move. This is a statement. Before we dive into this wild turn of events, smash that like button if you're riding with Caitlin Clark, and let me know in the comments. Is golf showing her more love and respect? Should she just ditch the WNBA for good? Let's get into the drama that's keeping Kathy Engelbert and everyone else up at night.
Clark's golf debut, and it is no fault of hers that I got upset. It is the fault of the WNBA, because the LPGA just did everything that the WNBA should have been doing this season. They did it all correct in literally one day. So I talked about it in a previous video, how this Pro-Am event originally wasn't even going to be televised, but there were so many fans who were emailing the organization saying, how can we watch Caitlin? Can we come to the event? Can you live stream it? All of these things. And it ended up being put on television, and that was great. Fans were really excited about that. There was so much buzz online. She was trending on Twitter, all of the things. And the LPGA was promoting the crap out of this event. And they also did something really smart by pairing her up with their currently #1 golfer in the world. And her name is Nelly Korda. So there are photos of Caitlin and Nelly literally everywhere. And the LPGA was so smart in doing this because they knew that there would be so many eyeballs on Caitlin. So if they put their #1 golfer, who is...
It all started when Caitlin received an official invite from the LPGA to play in the Amundi Evian Championship Pro-Am, a massive deal in the golf world. Nobody had any idea what was coming next. She picks up the phone and calls Lexie Hull and Sophie Cunningham with a simple message. Let's show them what real respect looks like. Because here's the truth, golf didn't just open a door for her. It gave her a chance not just to compete, but to be celebrated. No cheap shots. No hate. No foul play. Golf legends and icons from the LPGA, including stars like Nelly Korda and Annika Sorenstam, welcomed Caitlin with open arms. The vibe was, this girl is special. Meanwhile, back in the WNBA world, critics were tearing her down. The second the news dropped, chaos erupted. Rumors started flying that Kathy Engelbert immediately called in her legal team, trying to pressure Caitlin to back out of the appearance. She allegedly warned that participating in the LPGA event would violate media obligations. But Caitlin, she just smiled and said, "You can't stop me from shining." And that's when things went nuclear.
Having Brianna and Carson joining Caitlin at the Annika is an opportunity for Gamebridge to showcase the variety in our sports sponsorship portfolio. In addition, as partners with the Indiana Fever, we look forward to welcoming Caitlin's teammates Sophie and Lexie to Tampa Bay to elevate and shine a spotlight on women's sports. Gamebridge is the presenting sponsor of the event, once again putting a spotlight on women's sports. The annual LPGA tournament features the world's best female golfers competing for a share of $3.25 million purse and proceeds benefiting the Annika Foundation. For Clark, Hall, and Cunningham, it's a chance to strengthen connections across women's sports while continuing.
Because fans started digging into the numbers, and what they found was wild. Sponsorship money in golf, 10 times higher, respect from peers, through the roof. The LPGA was already preparing record-breaking coverage for her appearance, and viewership projections were going insane. Then the internet just broke. A leaked video surfaced of Caitlin practicing her swing next to Nelly Korda, and that swing, flawless, powerful, clean. It went viral in seconds. Sports analysts called it the shot heard around the sports world. LeBron James even reposted it, saying Caitlin was now in her own league. Meanwhile, Lexie Hull and Sophie Cunningham were right there by her side. From the moment they arrived, private jet, VIP intro on the course, the LPGA rolled out a full red carpet welcome. Crowds were screaming like it was a championship game. The WNBA has never done that for them. And back at WNBA headquarters, silence. Deep, deafening silence. Sources claim Kathy Engelbert called an emergency meeting with team owners, reportedly panicking about the player crossover. What's left for the WNBA if Caitlin, Sophie, and Lexie start pulling in millions of golf fans? She allegedly asked. Sponsorships are freezing deals. Our ratings are already down 27% this quarter. An ESPN insider went even further, saying that if Caitlin doesn't return in 2026, the WNBA might not survive.
Whole video of the fans cheering her, signing things, taking photos, their players hanging out with Caitlin, and obviously they're showing their golfers as well. But Caitlin Clark is all over this. And this was the perfect opportunity for the WNBA to do, like, have you seen it when an NBA player or a football player goes to an NBA game or goes to
While all of this is going on, Caitlin is staying focused on peace, not drama. She told her team, "Golf gave me what the WNBA took away, respect." And that hit harder than any buzzer beater she's ever made. The LPGA has already announced record-breaking pre-sale ticket numbers, and most fans say Caitlin Clark is the main reason they're going. People are flying in from other states, even other countries, just to watch her swing. Insider leaks claim brands have already prepared over $100 million in sponsorship proposals. And get this, Caitlin, Sophie, and Lexie are already planning their own charity event. The sports world gained new icons, while the WNBA lost players. So here's the million-dollar question everyone is asking. Is Caitlin Clark's WNBA career over? Or is this the beginning of something even bigger? Why would she ever go back after experiencing love, respect, and $1 billion spotlight in golf? Let me know what you think in the comments. Should Caitlin give the WNBA one last shot, or stick with golf for good? And because this story is changing everything, share this video if you believe respect matters more than just following the rules. Because this isn't just about a golf tournament anymore. Caitlin Clark has proven once again that greatness cannot be contained, not in one arena, not in one role, not in one set of expectations. From the moment she stepped onto a basketball court, she brought a level of passion, effort, and connection that very few athletes can match. And now, as she steps onto the golf course, she brings that same spark with her. The reaction we're seeing, the excitement, the curiosity, the celebration, it's not just about a sport, a tournament, or a crossover moment. It's about recognition. Recognition of talent, recognition of effort, and most importantly, recognition of value. Sports are built on stories, and Caitlin Clark's journey is becoming one of those rare stories that breaks barriers. She's showing the world that an athlete doesn't have to stay in one lane to make an impact. Greatness travels with the person, not the environment. Whether on the basketball court or the golf course, her presence inspires people to watch, to feel, and to connect. That can't be taught. It's earned through years of work, discipline, and unshakable belief in yourself. Her decision to play in the LPGA Pro-Am with Sophie Cunningham and Lexie Hull shows something deeper: unity. When women athletes support each other instead of fighting for limited space, Their influence grows, their reach expands, and their voices become louder. Their collaboration sends a message to every young athlete. You don't have to stand alone to be strong. You can rise together. And maybe that's the most powerful part of this moment, not the event itself, but what it represents. Women's sports are evolving. They're no longer confined, and the world is finally ready to celebrate skill, personality, leadership, and passion on every playing field. Fans are responding with overwhelming love and support, and that support isn't tied to a league or a contract. It's tied to Caitlin, to her story, to her resilience, to her spirit. So the real question is whether Caitlin Clark returns to basketball or continues exploring golf. The real question is, are we ready to support her wherever her journey leads? Athletes don't become legends by staying still. They become legends by evolving, by daring, by pushing beyond boundaries. Caitlin's story is still being written, and this chapter is only the beginning of something bigger, something meaningful, something lasting. Whether she steps back onto the WNBA court next season or continues building this new bridge into the world of golf, one thing is crystal clear. She has earned the respect, admiration, and loyalty of millions. And respect is worth more than trophies, awards, or stat sheets. Respect is what lasts. Respect inspires the next generation. So as this chapter unfolds, support her, celebrate her, uplift her. Because greatness isn't defined by a single sport, it's defined by how boldly a person follows their passion and how deeply they inspire others along the way. Thanks for watching, thanks for supporting women's sports, and remember, this journey is just beginning. Stay inspired, stay curious, and support the athletes who are brave enough to create their own path, no matter where it leads.